Thank you very much, dear President in the media, in this session hall. You know, over the last couple of days, I don't know how to welcome and greet everybody because I cannot say good morning or can say good afternoon or good evening. And I cannot, and that's true, because every day, for some people, this day is not good. For some people, this day is the last one. I speak today now about my citizens of Ukraine who are defending, by paying the ultimate price, they defending freedom. I'm very happy that what I've seen here now and heard here now, I'm very glad to sense this mood, the unifying mood. I'm happy that we have unified today, all of you, all the countries of the European Union. But I did not know, but this is the price that we'll have to pay. And it's a tragedy for me, a tragedy for every Ukrainian, tragedy for our state. I mean, this high price, very high price. Thousands of people who were killed, 2 revolutions, 1 war, and 5 days of full-scale invasion of the Russian Federation. You know, I don't read off the paper, off the sheet, because the paper phase in the life of my country has ended. Now we're dealing with reality. We're dealing with killed people, real life, you know. And, you know, I believe that today, we're giving lives for values, for rights, for freedom, for the desire to be equal as much as you are. We are giving away our best people, the strongest ones, the most value-based ones. Ukrainians are incredible. And very often we love to say that we will win over everyone. And I'm very happy that you are not only talking about it, but you can see that. And we will overcome everyone. And I'm sure, I'm convinced, there is an expression, Ukrainian choice, European choice of Ukraine. That's what we're striving for, and that's what we're going to, and we went to. So I would like to hear that from you to us, we could hear that Ukrainian choice for Europe from you. I have some time off here because we have breaks between the missile strikes and bombardments. And this morning was a very tragic one for us. 2 cruise missiles hit Kharkiv, the city which is located to the borders of the Russian Federation. There were always many Russians there, and they're always friendly. There were warm relations there. More than 20 universities are there. It's the city that has the largest number of universities in our country. The youth is bright, smart there. The people who gathered there all the time and was gathering there all the time for celebrating all celebrations on the largest square in our country, the Freedom Square. And this is the largest square in Europe, and that's true. This is called the Freedom Square. Can you imagine this morning 2 cruise missiles hit this Freedom Square, dozens of killed ones. This is the price of freedom. We are fighting just for our land and for our freedom. despite the fact that all large cities of our country are now blocked. Nobody is going to enter and intervene with our freedom and country. And believe you me, every square of today, no matter what it's called, it's going to be called, as today, Freedom Square in every city of our country. Nobody's going to break us. We're strong. We're Ukrainians. We have a desire to see our children alive. I think it's a fair one. Yesterday, 16 children were killed. Again and again, President Putin is going to say that is some kind of operation and we are hitting a military infrastructure. Where are our children? What kind of military factories do they work at? What tanks are they going with? Or launching cruise missiles? He killed 16 people just yesterday. Dear, our people are very much motivated, very much so. We are fighting for our rights, for our freedoms, for life, for our life. And now we're fighting for survival. And this is the highest of our motivation. But we are fighting also to be equal members of Europe. I believe that today we are showing everybody that's exactly what we are. The European Union is going to be much stronger with us, so that's for sure. Without you, Ukraine is going to be lonely, lonesome. We have proven our strength. We have proven that as at a minimum, we are exactly the same as you are. So do prove that you are with us. Do prove that you will not let us go. Do prove that you indeed are Europeans. And then life will win over death and light will win over darkness. Glory be to Ukraine.
Thank you very much for your strong message, President, for your bravery and for your conviction. I will now give the floor to the Speaker of the Ukraine Parliament, Ruslan Stefanchuk, for his intervention.
First of all, I would like to thank you for the possibility to speak, to address the European Parliament. And I would like to say, look at my back. You see the shoots that everybody sees today, the whole world sees today. 8 years ago, Ukrainian people said categorically no to the Russian aggression, to their attempt to change their way to home, to European nation, to the united European Union, to to a very successful unifying process that they demonstrated during all these years. Instead, our right to develop, our right to be a democratic state that chooses itself its own way, was completely ruined by the country that doesn't respect international law, international principles, that destroys territorial integrity and sovereignty. And the result you see today very clearly. Amount of killed, amount of wounded. You know that the aggressor attacked Kharkiv full scale tonight. Today, other cities are being constantly under attack. You know, I think that in the history of Europe there is a crossroads. Europe is now fighting an aggressor, and it is very important how this challenge will be rebuffed by the united civilization. Dear parliamentaries, I know that you will look at a whole range of serious economic sanctions that you will adopt against the aggressor. I would like you to understand that today Ukraine is defending the border of the civilized world. And God forbid Ukraine falls. Nobody knows where Russian aggressor will stop. You know, when I was in my official suit and we were working in the parliament, and we have been taking very important reformist laws, but just today I was 4 times descending into the basement because above my 1,500-old city there are bombs, missiles, and they do everything to break Ukrainian spirit, but this wouldn't happen. So think now what can happen to Europe if the Russian horrible empire is renewed, if the European Union would be able to protect the space of freedom which was created during the last dozens of years. And what is felt in Eastern European countries now, when Russian tanks will confront their borders. To which other regions Kremlin will look after it conquers Ukraine? That I would like to call upon you to think strategically, to support the unity of European Union, to support Ukraine, to make it strategic partner, and the most important act, don't be silent. Collect all your efforts and show that Europe today is unified as never, because the threat today is like never before. And the best support to the people of Ukraine in these darkest hours will be the real recognition of our European aspiration, because the membership in the European Union, even before these events that started on the 24th of February, was supported by the majority of Ukrainians. And this is our mandate. This is our mandate to have relationship with you, with the European Union, because the Ukrainian people have made their choice. And I'm calling upon all the member states and the leadership of European Union to support the candidate, the aspirant status for Ukraine, which is now supported by the whole of Ukrainians. You know that Volodymyr Zelensky has already signed the letter with our application to membership according to Article 49 of European Union agreement. Dear friends, in the project of the resolution of the European Parliament, there is a whole range of sanctions going to be reflected against the aggressor. I call upon you to support them, because let's together we have to confirm the Churchill expression about that there are no small people and no small countries. We know that Ukraine has proven that this slogan during the last 6 days. Let's be worthy of those people who are perishing right now for the European Union, for the future of our European house. Let's understand that there cannot be peace in Europe without Ukraine. There could not be integral Europe without Ukraine. Glory to Ukraine. Thank you for your attention.